division. Doubles played in the Baker format. And this man, Bruno Bidone, final 225. They'll hope to shoot that or a little bit higher to put the pressure on Willy Gerraud. And the man in the red and black shirt just behind Bruno to the right-hand side as you look at your screens, Michael Haugan Jr. from the PBA over in the USA. Bruno straight through the head pin with his first delivery. They're going to play over 2 games. Highest aggregate score will take the title. And again, in such a sprint-style format, that's pressure on already.
Yeah, I'm afraid Bruno's got to really find himself a line to the 1-3 pocket for the right-hander. He's been struggling. Again, he didn't make it there. Needs to make some big adjustment. Takes the spare away, but sometime during the game, he's going to have to start striking. This is Big Willy.
Now then, the 18-year-old from Angoulême. Just see, can't you, the nerves are there, and he's got to try and keep it all together in this final. He's a big lad. He can throw that ball hard, and that's the way to open up. Absolutely. And straight away gets the high 10 from his partner, Michael Haugan Jr., who can nearly match him for height.
Shows Bruno how to get a strike, doesn't he? First shot, great looking one.
Can Michael follow it up? No, he's through the head pin. He's copying Bruno. Nobody's found this lane condition easy. And the 43-year-old from Carefree, PBA exempt bowler, owns 2 PBA titles. Does Michael?
PBA star over into Europe, into a smallish competition like this. Done very well, has Bruno. And Michael takes a spare in frame number 2.
Well, small competition at the moment, but with big ambitions, if Bruno has anything to do with it. Looking to take this competition on to greater and greater things. His bowling partner for this final, Sergey Andreev, highest ranked coach in Russia in terms of his qualifications and experience.
He finished the last game with 3 or 4 strikes. Certainly playing a lot better in the doubles than he did in the singles. Now Bruno, change of ball, and that one didn't hook up. He hit the head pin on the right hand side, but didn't carry the 2-pin or the 10-pin, so he's really struggling now. He's going to be very confused as to what he's got to do. This is likely to be an open frame.
A little tentative at the start of this one, and it's an open frame. Not the best start to his final.
No, he's looking slightly disappointed, or I'm not sure if confused is the right word. But here comes Willy Gerraud up for his second frame. It's frame number 3. Struck on his first shot, which would give him a lot of confidence. But let's, as you said, Simon, this young man's going to be very nervous. Playing with the PBA star on television, and he's only 18.
Well, he ripped it on the first delivery, and on that one just aquaplaned in the oil. Maybe a little bit of overconfidence there, Cass felt after that first delivery. He was going to bring it, rip it back.
As we all tried to do.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm locked, I'm loaded. This is an easy game. Maybe it just didn't quite come off the hand right. It didn't get the rotation on the ball, and it didn't hook up.
Side PBA star Michael Haugan Jr., and whatever he goes on to in this game, this will be a day to remember. No, didn't come back again for him, and he's missed. Not the easiest of spares, but he's missed it.
Well, yeah, strike ball would have probably got that, but 2 shots in a row, he couldn't make it. Again, these players are going to have to start looking at the equipment they're using, because the reaction on the lane is not particularly good, which is down to the oil condition and the pattern that's being used. They've got to try and overcome that, and even Michael Haugan is high through the head pin. As we've mentioned, difficult conditions. And all the players seem to be struggling just a little bit. Spares should be easy enough, but it's the strike ball that they're suffering with and just not making it.
But you would have to say, if one of these pairs can get maybe a turkey or a 4-bagger going, then that'll be good enough to take the match. And Sergey, light with his first pocket hit, but made the strike. And again, a very light impact on the pins and nowhere near his target zone.
Well, when it gets to the stage of a game like this, when no one seems to be striking, you've got to think to yourself, well, what's the next best thing? And that's a spare. So if they miss the pocket and leave a couple of pins in the corner, it's a makeable spare. That's almost a bonus, just like that. So no strikes, but spares will add up. Bruno doesn't seem to be putting much pressure on anybody at the moment except himself.
Understandable. He's desperate to bowl well at this tournament, and consistently he's hit the 1-2 pocket. About 80% of his shots have been that during the course of these televised final stages.
I'm very surprised. He must realise what's going wrong and why his ball is crossing to the left-hand side of the head pin. He doesn't yet appear to have made any major adjustments. There's always a possibility he's trying too hard. Oh dear. Another open frame for Bruno, and that ball just hooked up. It's a little bit slow.
Willy Gerraud, the young man, still not adorned with sponsorship logos as the other players are, yet to make his way in the sport. And after such a terrific first delivery, ended up with an open frame next time out. All sorts of thoughts now be racing through his head. Nearly, so nearly, but in the end it hit the head pin.
Yeah, a lot of rotation. He's got the 310 split he's got here. He's changed his ball. He's got a harder surface ball, so this should go a lot straighter. And unfortunately, it just needed one rotation to turn over and take that 3-pin away, which it didn't do. So poor Willy's got another open frame to his name.
It's not what he wanted. Another open frame, and spare a thought for Michael Haugan Jr. He'll be desperate to give the best possible gift to Willy Gerraud that he can by winning this tournament alongside him. That will be a huge moment for this young man, but of course every ball he steps up, the bowl is pressured, and that's a horrible split.
Is that the two?
It's a knowledgeable crowd here in Chateaubriant. They will realise conditions not conducive to high scores. An open frame for Michael Haugan Jr., but he's just struggling to hold his head up high at the moment. A little wry smile there. He'll be desperate to get some strikes going.
Well, the team can't really afford Michael to have open frames. If Willy seems to be having them on a reasonably regular basis. Michael's really just got to throw some strikes together. Unfortunately, strikes and open frames won't win games either.
Now Sergey's thrown two extremely light shots, trying to put a bit more behind that one, and again the rangefinder's gone.
Yeah, a bit of redirection of the radar. Another player seems to be single pin spare here for Sergey in frame number 6. Takes it away nicely. And here comes the real amateur of the 4 players. And that's being fair to him as well. He really is an amateur player. It's probably his only time he'll ever get on television. Desperate to keep the ball on the lane, hit some pins and leave something they can spare or make a strike. See, it's not a bad looking style. Just, oh dear, just can't break anything up, can he?
Well, if that had been Chris Barnes had bowled that, you'd have heard him shouting, push, push.
Which is makeable. Going to be pretty accurate, but if he doesn't make this, that's going to be 3 open frames in a row for the Haugan-Gerraud combo. And unfortunately, it is another open frame. Struggling to get through the 100 barrier just at the moment.
Michael Haugan Jr. just trying to encourage his young partner. Just said, don't worry about it, come on. Oh, and he needs to step up now, doesn't he, and just knock them all over and try and settle some nerves.
Well, a change of ball, change of equipment for him. See if he gets a better reaction. It's held pocket, but unfortunately didn't carry the 7-pin. So, yeah, a better looking shot, and it's left something that's makeable as a spare, so that's really got to be a bonus after 3 open frames.
He's wearing his "what have I got to do to get a strike" smile at the moment, is Michael Haugan Jr. Right. But he's doing his job with the spares.
Just Ray Williams, who plays a much straighter shot from the right-hand side corner as well. Keeps the ball a lot straighter. Actually saying that Sergey Andreev is playing quite well as well. You mustn't look for too much hook on this sort of condition, because they always moved around. Certain patches have dried out and your ball's going to be going through oil, then onto dry, then back onto oil. So it's going to be jagging and snaking and moving, and So probably the harder ball surface you can keep in a straighter line. Just get a little bit of reaction at the back end, just to bring it up to the pocket. Doesn't have to be a really big hook, a la people like Tim Mack. You can keep it nice and straight and just bring it up gently at the end. Similar to that.
Yeah.
That was a better looking shot.
Done.
Yeah, it wasn't looking for too much. Again, another change of ball by the look of it. It's just turned up nicely in the first game of the two-game final.
Come on then, young man. No, doesn't like it. Almost halfway down and he was groaning.
This could be a spare for Willy. And it is, how about that?
That'll do nicely.
Big round of applause from the not quite massive crowd here today. But certainly appreciating what's going on.
Well, they've been just a touch quiet for that sort of mid-phase of that first game. You could see they were thinking, come on guys, let's get the strikes.
I think it must have been the 3 open frames in a row that kept them a bit quiet.
That's going to hurt everybody, but that's better. Picking it up now. So Michael Haugan Jr. has found a line. I wonder if he can hang on to that. And that's 3 strikes out of 4 from those last 4 deliveries that we've seen. So starting to heat up a little bit here.
Yeah, he's not looking for too much hook. He changed equipment in the last frame. Got the reaction he wanted this time. Can he do it again? Second ball, 10th frame. Well, it's exhibition stuff now, isn't it? They're making it look easy. 10th frame for Haugan and Gerraud.
He'll be kicking himself there. He really would have liked to have struck that off the card. Wouldn't have put that much pressure on Bruno and Sergey.
2 games that will decide the championship. And that is a very nice looking shot. This young man obviously knows how to bowl. 2 other balls and he can score another 20 pins if he can strike twice. Well, across the head pin and didn't enjoy that one, left a single 5 pin. A spare here for a score of 180 and a 27 pin lead.
180 it is, plays 153, second game then to come.